Almost 60 years ago, Lahore was a city that was multi-faith. Sikhs, Muslims and Hindus lived, worked and prayed side by side. This all changed after partition, and today the city is dominated by one faith, Islam. One spiritual landmark dominates the skyline of Lahore like no other. It's the Badshai Mosque. A jaw-dropping masterpiece of Mughal architecture, the Badshai Mosque literally means the King's Mosque. It stands attached to the city's royal fort and was built in just 2 years in the 17th century by Aurangzeb Alamgir, the son of the king who built the Taj Mahal. As you enter the grounds, you're immediately surrounded by men, women and children from all walks of life. I can literally feel the history and what it means to Pakistan's national heritage. In the mosque's every detail, there seems to be something that breathes to and for me. The first thing that strikes me about this place is the enormity of it. It is absolutely huge. Apparently 60,000 people can pray here at any one time. It's first thing in the morning here, and the sun is shining bright over the grounds. I can't think of a better picture from Pakistan. But the most important thing that strikes me is that back in the UK, we're so used to going to the end of the street and praying in that converted terraced house. Not here. This mosque says as much about Pakistan's history as it does its religion. Right in the middle of the courtyard, you have this beautiful pavilion built by the ruler of Punjab, Ranjit Singh. And behind me, the glorious Gurdwara. I can't think of many places in the world where you would have a Sikh temple right next door to a mosque. And you know, back in the UK, I think sometimes we forget that less than 60 years ago, our grandfathers would have worked, played and prayed together. Kamal Khan Mumtaz is one of Pakistan's foremost architects, and he has written a number of books on the country's historical buildings.
Kamal, as an architect, you've obviously had a keen interest in this mosque for some time. What's the first thing about it that strikes you?
Well, I think it's the scale, that a building as large as this does not make you feel small.
One of the first things I noticed, I think most people will notice about this mosque, is the colour. It's the red sandstone. Is there a particular reason why they went for a red sandstone?
You will notice that in Lahore, there is no stone in this region. And so a stone-clad building like this could only be afforded by the emperor.
Right, okay.
So it's only the buildings, monuments connected with royalty to show the power and strength of the court.
When you walk in, sometimes it's a mosque, yes, it's a praying area, but you wonder whether you've walked into somebody's castle. You know, it has got a real regal feel to it. Is it? Was that the purpose? And what do you feel when you come in? Do you feel the spiritual side of it, or do you see the royal, the regal element of it?
No, I am more inspired by the spiritual feeling, the quality of the space. But it's not surprising that it does have this regal aspect, because it was, after all, the emperor's mosque. But what impresses me more is that despite this monumental scale, it's the bringing it down to the human scale. At least for me, it doesn't dominate or overpower you.
Although this mosque was built fit for an emperor, today it's become everybody's home, a place of solace, prayer and relaxation. What feeling do you get being in here?
I'm forgetting the bases of the word. Relax, getting relaxed.
Relax.
After prayer.
Despite the amount of daily visitors, this space has really allowed me to find a calm and peaceful moment, a rare opportunity in such a manic city like Lahore.
What an amazing opportunity to have such a captivating and serene space right on your doorstep. I do wonder if the locals quite realise this. One thing's for sure is that the Badshah Mosque is the very heart and spiritual space of Lahore, and Lahore itself is the cultural heart of Pakistan.